Greetings, this is rsmalec here, and tonight is Saturday, the 14th of December. It is the release day for Tiny Minecraft, and I want to say thank you to everyone who has downloaded, checked out the map, made a video, tweeted, or even just watched someone else play it. And I've gotten very good feedback so far. I've gotten great feedback from some map maker friends of mine, and some unexpected feedback. I actually saw GameChap and Bertie play the map, which is pretty fantastic because I don't have a previous relationship with them, and I'm very glad to see new people play my map. In any case, this video is going to be about fixing 3 or 4 things that I noticed in people's Let's Plays, and as a map maker, that is the best kind of near instant feedback that I can get, is watching you play it and see what needs to be tweaked. So the first thing that I want to fix is I noticed, and this is actually going to be pretty hard, I just realized, I noticed that so this is the spawn area, here's the map store, and this is the scoreboard or trophy room. Here is where the microtransactions get spawned in. And what I noticed was that the buttons on the microtransactions, the signs, the mouse overs in the microtransactions are actually not correct. There's a word missing. My grammar was off a little bit, and so I need to fix that. So what I need to do is I need to figure out where the microtransactions get initiated, and it is here. This is the second plot. This button initiates the microtransactions, and I think these 2 blocks here, yep, all of the other buttons just have 2 command blocks, and this one has an extra pair of command blocks. Okay, so I need to find 143357 -450. Off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly where that is, which is why I am... Okay, I think it's right here, actually. I think this is it. Yeah, these are the micro purchases. Okay, so one of these command blocks here creates the sign, and I'm trying to find one that I can show you somewhat easily anyway. As far as, actually this will be a lot easier from down here. You can see a lot of command blocks in general, and I'm just looking for the one that creates signs. Set block. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Okay. Let's go at it from... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one, am I? Oh, I can't see these. Why can I not see? Oh, okay. It's because there's not a solid... Or it's because there's a solid layer underneath them. Alright, let's try and do it from above then. Give me pi. Set block, set block. Okay, rate this map. Set block. Here we go. Spread the word. Tweet about this map. Okay. I'm actually going to have to go... I think I'm actually going to have to go in-game to fix this. Discuss the map. Okay, so you know what it is? This isn't the place I need to fix it. This is going to be trial and error, and this is just going to be a bit of an unedited video. I forgot what's happening is I'm spawning that stuff in here as I mentioned, but the logic when you press the button is already here. So there's pi. Here's the rate. So the rate says... Oh, duh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot this already. The rate pushes a redstone block down here, and then the evaluation happens. Okay, so if you rate the map, where is the command block that I want to check? Here's where the item gets given. Here we go. Click this link to complete your in-map purchase. So I need to replace the word find. Yeah, that's the issue, and it's in all of these. Click this link to find complete. Okay, so I'm going to fix that grammar, and the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to select all of these at once, and I'm going to run a filter. This is a Texelelf filter. It's called Edit Command Block. I'm going to do the replace string function, and I'm going to replace, find complete with complete. And I'm going to click filter. I'm going to save, and I'm going to check. Now it says, click this link to complete your in-map purchase. Okay, so there's one bug knocked out already, and I'm just going to check the Pi. I don't think the Pi has the issue because this one works a little bit differently. Okay, so that is one thing down, and the next thing that I want to fix is the TNT. So when the TNT spawns, the lever, I believe, is right here. So that means below that should be the command block structure, which is already in place, sneaky me, to trigger. Yep, here it is. Okay, so I just need to find the location of the TNT. Okay, there's a, okay, I don't remember if I did a video on this. The TNT block gets placed right here, and then the sound of the creeper hiss gets played because the fuse sound doesn't work in Minecraft 1.7.2. And then the redstone gets placed to clear the level, and then the explosion sound happens. So at some point in the future I may change this command block. But here's what I need to fix. So this is the command block that sets the TNT, and it sets it -10 in the X direction, 3 up in the Y direction, and -7 in the Z direction. So let me just do a quick, okay, the Z direction is the right, and then the -X is the way I'm facing. So basically, -10, -7, -10, -7. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3 up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think this is where the TNT is going to be spawned, which is where the yellow selection is. And that actually looks correct. I think that is where the TNT gets spawned. So it's 4 blocks in from the left, 5 blocks in from the right in the front. And the reason this is a problem, so in most of these villager sections, 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks in and 1 block up, basically right here, that's not a problem at all. Not a problem, not a problem, not a problem, not a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to knock out the stem, not really a problem. But when I get to the redstone engineer, here, it's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the TNT block is actually spawning right here next to this wooden post, and right here I've got some lit redstone. And as you know, redstone and TNT, they basically cause an explosion. So what I think I'm going to do, I need to find a different place to put the TNT in this. Well, really this will happen in all the entities. And I think what I might do, because I don't want the TNT to actually explode. That's not a good thing to happen. So what I might do is I might just spawn it 1 block higher, I might just spawn it one block higher because I don't want to go to the left and take out this pillar. I can't go here because of this redstone. I want it to be right in the front somewhere. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this one's going to take out part of the wall. But oh wait, there's a redstone torch there. It'll be right here on top of this cauldron. That should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. This one will actually now spawn above the water, so that's actually good. Is this one going to spawn in lava? 4, up to, nope. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to raise that TNT block one up, and hopefully that should, this is it here. And this is pretty cool how I'm actually gonna fix this. So if you notice, the same structure here is copied 9 times, and I believe it's 13 blocks apart, just from memory. So what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna replace the ampersand 3 with an ampersand 4. And I'm gonna use this same replace string filter from Mr. Texelelf, and I'm going to replace the 3 with a 4. Now, hopefully, if I did that right, it didn't do it right. And the reason I think is because, yeah, there's a special character. So let me change this to something else. And let's see if it'll work now. It did not. Okay, so what I need to do, if I look for a 3 and a space, I think that should be fine. Let's look for, instead of looking for a ampersand 3, is that an ampersand? I'm going to look for 3 space, and I'm going to change it to 4 space. Now, okay, 10 over, 4 up, 7 over, 46, 0. I think that looks fine. I don't think anything else got messed up. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the clone command, and I'm going to go 13, nope, that's not correct, 13 in this direction. Oh, hold on, let me back up a little bit. 13, no, I was right the first time, but it's negative 13. And I want to repeat 9 times. Now if I do this right, you can see the green highlight. It's going to fix all of these. It's going to take this command block and basically copy it 9 times 13 blocks. And if I did that right, it should always be replacing the second command block. It looks like it is. I'm just going to check the last one. Okay, everything looks good. I'm going to clone. Oh, I hit escape. I might have just screwed it up. I don't know if escape would stop it. No, that looks fine. 4 up. Okay, so we're going to save. So that's 2 issues fixed. That's 2 issues fixed. I'm going to double check my list and make sure I know which one I'm going to fix next. Okay, I remember what it was now. The next thing I want to fix is also pretty easy, and this is something I saw in Q-Magnet's video. There's actually 2 things that I want to fix here. In this chest, I have a number of books, and they are all signed, so I can't really change them in-game. So I'm going to run another Texelelf filter called MCEdit. Okay, I am not sure if this is showing up, and if it is, it's going to be really small, but do you see this white window on top of MCEdit? This is the MCEdit that Texelelf has enabled. I don't think he built this. I think this comes with... Actually, I don't really know. Maybe he did build this, and it's part of his filter. I'm not sure how he did it. The guy's a genius. But anyway, what I can do is I can look at entities, and a tile entity in this case, a chest in this case is a tile entity. And I can see its coordinates. I can see what items it has in it. This chest has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I know that 4 of those items happen to be books that are called credits, and 4 of them are books called Tiny Minecraft. I actually want to make 2 changes. So in the credits book, I'm going to add 1 more person in the inspiration line, and I'm a little bit nervous about doing this through MCEdit, only because I don't know if I can do a carriage return. I can't actually see the carriage return in between. Okay, I think I just copied it though, and hopefully this will be correct. So one of those books is going to have QMagnet listed in the inspiration. When I was building the map, I wasn't actually talking to him about the map specifically, and but I actually did put something in the map inspired by him, so I apologize for leaving your name out. Okay, so that's in one of the credit books, and I only need to fix one of the books, and if it worked correctly, then I can actually propagate it in the game. The next one is the Tiny Minecraft book, and I just want to make sure that it says clearly. Okay, it doesn't say clearly. It doesn't say that the plots are randomized. It says that there are, there we go, 1,372 to the power of 10 possible combinations. So I need to actually edit this one, and I think the way that I'm going to do this, first I'm going to put the carriage return in there, and I'm going to say when you purchase a plot, one of 7 scenes is randomly selected. Each plot has 3 areas, and then I'll say there are blah 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 unique combinations. Okay, so that being done, I'm going to save it, and now I'm going to go, and while I'm in game, oh, I don't have cheats enabled. Okay, one moment. And in game, I'm going to go into creative mode. I'm going to fly over here. I also wanted to just address one thing that I noticed in the discussion. So right now in this map, you can't really see it, but there are no clocks running whatsoever in this map. All of the redstone is completely inert, which means it's in the off position unless I have it touching a redstone torch, where it's constantly in the on position. There are no redstone mechanics going. When you press this button here, this is the spawn room, when you press this button to evaporate the door and get into the map store, a redstone block gets spawned here, and this is the only clock in the game. And what this clock is doing is it's actually converting the diamond and emerald blocks into your currency, or into your score. So that is the only clock that will ever run in this map. If you are experiencing some lag, I am 90% sure it's because of the way this room is built. Specifically the number of signs with text. As you see, there are a lot of signs with a lot of text, and for some reason this current version of Minecraft attempts to render all the text even when the signs are not in view, and that is what seems to be causing the most lag. And thank you to QMagnet for actually cueing me into that. You can see there's signs in here too, so they're doing the same, or contributing to the same thing. Alright, so I need to find the book. Okay, and now I just found the 2 unique books because they didn't stack. So we're going to move those over here. First we're going to take a look at the credits. That looks fine. Sorry, credits. Technical support. There's QMagnet's name, so perfect. I am going to use my pick block to create 16 copies of the credits with the changed text, and then I'm going to put that in the chest. So credits complete. Let's move these over here so I don't get confused. Now I need to check the Tiny Minecraft book. Here's the page that I edited in MCEdit. It looks good to me. Okay, looks good. So I'm going to pick block it. I've now got 16 copies, and there you go. So those two bugs, and I'm going to get rid of the extra items. This is where what I'm about to do right here is where most map makers in their first map make a mistake, or I would say maybe not most map makers, but this is a very common mistake. When you are in game and you have fixed whatever you're going to fix and you've done whatever you're going to do, and you're ready to publish your map, the very last thing you want to do is make sure that your character is in the position you want the player to spawn, that your inventory is in the proper state, that your levels are in the proper state, that your hunger and your food. So everything about your player.dat file is exactly how you want it for when someone logs in, because a lot of times I'll log into an adventure map and the first thing I'll see is I'm in creative mode, and that's a bug. Also, by the way, I just want to, you might be wondering what is that I'm wearing. It's sort of like a weird metallic green emerald looking suit. This is my Guardian suit from my Let's Play of Keystone CTM with guests. So far I've had Jagarbov, B-Ran, and Vladimir join me. I'm looking forward to having some others join me as I play through that map. Just a little shout out to those guys. You can check their videos out on my channel. Okay, so I'm going to go test one more thing, but first I need to make a backup of this map. Okay, so now what you see here is I'm in the middle of playing the Code 3. Unbelievable map, way better than my Tiny Minecraft map. But anyway, I have my Tiny Minecraft 1.02. That's the one that I just fixed and you just saw me in. And then I have Tiny Minecraft 102 copy. This is the one I'm going to use to test. Because I don't want to test in this world, because I could destroy my only copy of those fixes that I made. So I always make a backup. And in this version now, I can do pretty much anything I want, and it shouldn't be a problem. So what I'm going to do, also, you notice how like the world loads in really slow in this version of Minecraft? That's the whole reason that the spawn room is here, and that you take this path through here. I don't know why that doesn't load. And your visibility is limited to these narrow hallways. And you take this path to here, and then you turn the corner, so that if you're not flying in creative mode, by the time you make it through here and you read some of the signs and you get to here, all of this plot should be loaded, and these plots that you passed alongside should be loaded, so that you don't get this weird visual tearing like I've got here in front of me. Also, a couple people asked me what did I use to prevent the player from walking in, because you can see there's no hitboxes in front of me. In fact, if I put some white, if I put some white blocks in here, you'll be able to see hitboxes better. Just as an example, there are no hitboxes to obstruct my view, but actually, if you look downwards, there indeed are hitboxes obstructing my view. And if you look upwards, there are hitboxes preventing me from jumping. So basically, there is just a line right here. These are the bottom half of iron doors, and there's a line right here. And if I were to actually update a block next to them, they'll all pop off and disappear. So just a little map making trick for those of you who are in the biz, as we say. Let's update these. See, now they're all gone. and you can walk in. It's a relatively safe way to make it. You just have to be aware of how blocks work when they're not supposed to be there and you spawn something next to them. I'm sorry for the digression. If you're here to watch me actually fix my map. Okay, so this chunk of redstone and command blocks is the first plot. Purple is housing. I'm not going to worry about housing. I'm only going to worry about the farmer and the crafter stack. And the so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create one of each crafter. So that was crafter 7. This is crafter 6. This is crafter 5. This should be crafter 4. Crafter 3. Crafter 2. And crafter 1. And I didn't really do those in any order for any particular reason, but I wanted to get one of each. So there's farmer. Oh shoot! Yikes! I just made a mistake. I just built the farmer right over the crafter. I'm only going to be able to do 3 farmers, so I'll do the first one. I'm relatively sure that the farmers aren't going to be an issue, but there we go. That should be 3 farmers and 7 crafters in plots. And it is. And then I'm going to... Oh, you know what I need to do? I actually need to initiate the scoreboard, so let me press this button here. I love that effect so much. Oh, and it put me in adventure mode or something. Game mode C. I need to go here. I need 7 points, so I'm going to go score, board, players, add. Let's see, all, currency, and I need to add 5 to my score. And that enables me to create TNT. Let's just see what spawns. So I've got a swamp hut with an enchanter here. Just occurred to me that I actually need more blocks in order to pull the TNT levers. So let's go ahead and give myself 500 currency. And we're going to start with this one. So the TNT should spawn on top of the cauldron, and it should not be set off by the redstone lamp. There it is. Okay, that worked fine. The entities cannot be destroyed by the set block command. I don't know how to clear the entities, so they're just going to stay there. It's not a big deal. Okay, the fishing one, command block. I mean TNT's in a good spot. This is the blacksmith. That's fine. That's fine. The TNT's right there, front and center, prominent for the player to see. Oh, this is the one I messed up on. That's why there's... Yeah, that's why there's 3 crafters there. Okay, this one should be fine. This one should be fine. The pig farmer actually went flying off to the side there. Did you notice that? It's kind of weird. I have no explanation for that. Alright, I'm looking for the redstone engineer. He should be... Oh, it's going to be in the second one. Okay, here's the enchanter. Oh, I just realized there's a redstone torch there. Shoot, that might be a problem. Let's see if it is. That is a problem. Goodbye. And that is a problem. Okay, so the TNT is not in a good place. Let's see if it fixed this problem. This was the problem I really wanted to fix. It does, but it's not. That is not the optimal solution. And that, my friends, is why we test these things out. All right. So back in MCEdit, we've got 3 plots that are conflicting. We've got or have redstone torches. We've got the alchemist, the enchanter, and the redstone engineer. So currently the TNT is spawning here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to enable the clone, although I'm not actually going to clone the block. So this is where, oh, sorry, repeat it 9 times, 7 times, 6 times. This is where the TNT will spawn in each of these. The green selection is where the TNT will spawn. So you can see the blacksmith is fine, the boat is fine, and I'm not going to commit this clone. I'm just using this to kind of visualize where it is in relation to the red torch. I really like this one front and center on top of the cauldron, but this torch is a problem. I don't want to move the torch. That's actually more of a pain than what I need to do here. So I basically need a new place for the TNT. Okay, I think this is not the optimal solution, but if I move the TNT one over, I think that should fix all the world's problems. It's going to appear in the wall, but you know what? I've got limited options here. It does put it closer to the lava, but I think it's not going to be there long enough to be a problem. I hope. I really hope so. And I don't think it should be an issue on any of the farms. It should not be an issue on any of the farms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, I basically need the x coordinate to go down 1. Nope, that's not correct. I need the z coordinate to go up 1. So I need to add a positive z to the command block. Positive z to the command block. So this is the command block. It's currently doing a set block -10, +4, -7. Did I just say I need to do a -1? I need to do a +1. So I need to change the -7 to a -6. Okay, I should be able to do that with Texelelf's filter without any other issues. We're going to replace string. I need to replace -7 with -6. And I got 10 for -6. And then I'm going to clone this one again. Clone, was it 13? -13. And I need to do it 9 times. Actually, yeah, that's right, because there's 10 plots. And that's the second command block. So we're good. That, my friends, should be good. So I'm going to test that offline, basically the same thing I did. I don't expect that to be a problem. Now, the final thing that I wanted to fix is when I watched Game Chap and Birdie play, they played this in multiplayer. And when you press a button, to purchase a plot, what's happening is it's taking away the same number of coins from all players. But and it's also checking all players to see if there's enough currency in the, if a player has enough currency. The problem is when you pick up a block, am I using an @P or am I using I'm using an @P. So I'm only giving currency to the closest player, and I need those to be in sync. So what I need to do is I need to change these 4 command blocks here so that it's giving all of the players the same amount of currency, because what was happening in their video was they both started off with 2, they pressed this button here, and they both went down to 1. I'm going to check something else really quick here. I believe this test is an @A. It is. Good. It's testing all the players. Okay, add A, and then it's removing currency from at A. Good. It's removing the same amount of currency from all players. So therefore, we need to give all players the same amount of currency. And I think if I just do this, because there's no other command blocks in the way, I've only got these 4 selected, 4 control entities. I should be able to do the replace string, and I should be able to replace @p with @a without any adverse consequences. And that should fix the issue of multiplayer score getting out of sync. That looks good to me. Yeah, so what was happening was their scores were in sync, but as soon as one of them picked up the block, one of them had a higher score than the other. And then when they purchased the next thing, one of them went down to negative and one of them stayed at positive, and then it just got incrementally out of sync from there. So I think I just fixed all 4 issues that I am aware of, and I think so far I think that's the only other bug that I've seen. I'm going to go check my notes, and we will. Hopefully, this is the last Tiny Minecraft video and behind the scenes video. But well, if I am going to do what I'm thinking of doing, you've already seen it. So anyway, cheers.